person is not the one who runs away from dirt, but the one who takes initiative, time and effort to clean it up. A very warm welcome to Age No Bar for Change. I have very special guests with me today. Let's see their introduction before we talk anything. We have all heard the idiom, age no bar. Here are two living examples. This is Mr. Venkatasubba Rao, retired General Manager from Reserve Bank of India. And this is Mr. PAdmanabha, retired Vice President from ITC Limited. Both of them have devoted their time towards bringing a social change. From saving lakes to building toilets, they have contributed so much. Currently, they are committed towards building toilets in government schools. They have already completed 2 schools and are working on the next one. Identifying their good deeds and intentions, a number of donors have come forward to join hands with them. These young at heart men aspire a lot more to the society, and it's our honor to talk to them on our show, Age No Bar for Change. Let's welcome them. It is such a pleasure and privilege to have them amongst us. Sir, a very warm welcome to the program for this hour.
Thank you for giving us an opportunity.
It's such a pleasure to have you, and it's tremendous to see the kind of work you have done. So please tell us, what was the motivation for you? When did you both first meet?
As a citizen, I have a responsibility to the society because we have been taken care by the society, and we do not even know the millions of people whose services have taken care of us. I can give you an example. We have coffee in the morning. So I want coffee in the morning. Some unknown cow somewhere brought up by an unknown farmer gives the milk. That milk the farmer gives it to the dairy. The dairy gives the milk to the transporter. The transporter gives it to an agent. That agent brings the milk to my, sends a boy to deliver the milk in my house. If any one of them fail, I can't have milk. Therefore, that I know everything and I am under control of myself and I am independent is a myth. Therefore, we should understand that we need to give to society what the society is giving us, at least part of it. Yeah. So from that's a great motivation for me.
When did you both meet and decide to work together to bring about these social reformations, social changes, building toilets? It's incredible.
Myself and Padmanabha have been friends for the last 65 years. Then 6 months back, we just met and I told him I am doing some school work and all. So he said, let us go and see. So he came with me to the school, and both of us, we found that the toilet in the school was in a miserable condition. 160 children, one entrance toilet for both girls and boys. So if the girls go inside, boys cannot go. If the boys go, girls cannot go. Then we both decided we should do something. Then immediately we started this clean toilet project. That's how our work began.
Finding donors must have been a toll, because there is an intention to do something, there is a willingness to do, you know what you want to do, but getting people to donate for this cause must have been a task. How did you manage that?
No, if I think it's a big task, it becomes a big task.
Right.
If I think, let me take a step, it opens up.
Right.
In all community work, one of the major approaches that we need to have is communication. So if we are able to rightly communicate to the people the situation and what they can do, like what I can do, you will get people to come around and do it. In all my projects till today, this has been my experience. Reach out to people, explain, and they will respond.
Right. And also people who have worked with you find it fantastic to work with you. They feel fulfilled because they've contributed for your cause. So we have a donor who have given their message. Let's see the video.
We were inspired because of such an elderly man at that age. It's an inspiration for ourselves, and also I think the youth of today should take this inspiration and work towards the community service.
I request all the public and the people who are witnessing this TV, they should help Mr. Venkatasubba for doing such a job. He's a great man, he's a great lover of the public health, and he is doing all those things.
Each and every person, it is not the age which matters. It's the feeling and the contribution of each and every individual to give something to the society, which has given to us also. So it is very, very important to every person, whether there's no age bar for that, to contribute to the society.
That's really nice when we hear these positive feedbacks from people, when they are satisfied with the work being done, is really gratifying. Sir, Venkatasubba Rao sir, you had fought so many challenges to bring these projects alive, and so many challenges every day you face. What were some of the difficulties you faced, and how did you overcome it, sir?
So insofar as the clean toilet project is concerned, we did not feel any difficulty at all. As Padmanabha said, we sent an appeal. To our utter surprise, we expected to receive about 1.5 lakhs. We received 3,30,000.
Wow.
And you will be surprised, when we went to the temple to do a puja before we start this work, then my friend, he told the chief priest there that what work we are doing. Then he asked us to just wait for a minute, and he went inside, came back and gave us 31,000 rupees. So with that we started the work, and people whom we do not know, they have sent money. One Mr. Nagappa from Bombay, whom we till date we do not know him, he has sent 50,000 rupees. So likewise people have sent 30,000, 20,000, 25,000. So we received more than what we expected.
Right.
So this made us, yes, we can do the job without any difficulty.
I've also heard a very humorous story about the temple, sir. Would you like to share it with us?
Yes, sure. When both of us wanted to start the work, we said it's good, let us go and pray that our work goes on.
Right.
So we went to a local Ganesha temple, and the priest asked, okay, you want to do a puja, fine, what is your gotra? So I said, toilet gotra. He burst out laughing and said, what do you mean toilet gotra? Then we told him what we are planning to do. He, to our surprise, said, the pujaris there are collecting money every day and put it in a hundi to help children, poor children, with uniform fees and books, etc. He said, what you are doing is also for poor children. Let us give something. He went and brought this 31,000 that he mentioned. So we started with a Ganesha blessing straight away.
Fantastic.
So that's good.
Nirvigna.
Nirvigna. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
But
So-
one of the things that I must mention here, apart from our appeal, the media has been very good help.
Okay.
Several media persons have really given us a good support. The minute it came in the media, people unknown to us recognized the cause and contributed.
Right. So which was the first school you took up, sir? Venkatasubba Rao, sir?
The
Which was the first project? And
first school we took was Bhairasandra School in Jayanagar. See, that school, it has got 160 children, 80 boys and 80 girls. For them, we found one entrance toilet was there. So, to the right hand side, boys' toilet, to the left hand side, girls' toilet. Then when boys go inside, girls cannot go. And if girls go, boys cannot go. So they used to stand in a queue and wait. So that made us, we must do something for the school. So we renovated the toilets, converted a single entrance toilet to 2 separate toilets, and renovated one more toilet which was not in use. So totally we made 3 toilets for that school with 24 hours water supply. So that was the first school we started.
Okay, we have a video from one of the teachers who have given their impressions on how it was to work with you. Let's see the video given by the teacher.
Some senior citizen has taken some initial steps, which is very good for us. They have collected money from outsource and they have invested those money in our toilets, because in our school toilets are not in very good condition. Previously it was not in very good condition. Usually all the people outside are also using those toilets, so it was very stinky, and children are feeling hesitated to go use the washroom. But when they came, they saw felt very bad, so they took initiality to renovate the toilets. They have renovated very nicely. It is like in our how we use our bathrooms in our home, they have made such facility for our school children. Now our children are happy to go use those restrooms, and we are very thankful for them.
Sanitation, health and hygiene in a school where girls and boys study together is so important for a girl child especially to come back to school and feel safe to come back to school. The work you've been doing, sir, has impacted so many lives. And what were some of the challenges in school that you witnessed when you went there?
Actually, we started with just repairing one toilet. But later on, we learned and we are now educated about the problems of a school and its toilet. The school closes in the evening, and these are basically, government primary schools are basically in a community which is relatively poorer communities. And these poorer communities also have certain characters which are criminal in their approach. They find the school free with a toilet to come in and vandalize the whole place. And this is something that was shocking to us, we found. Then we have now covered in all the 3 schools with grills every entry point so that people can't come in. The other point was, you build the school, but the school teachers and the community must think in terms of maintenance. It was difficult, and the teachers were not thinking that it is their responsibility to keep it clean. And these children who come from those, they don't know how to use the toilets also, a proper toilet. So we talked to the teachers, we told them that we have begged and borrowed and brought in this money to correct it, but its maintenance is something that you have to take charge of. For our surprise, all the teachers straight away said, "Sir, you don't worry. We don't know who you are, why you came here, but you have created this. It's our responsibility to take care." Even our visits recently has shown that they have stood by that promise.
So, Subba Rao sir, we just noticed age is just a number. It is just excuse that people give to not want to do something. And you would have witnessed people saying, "Oh wow, even at this age you've been so active, you've been doing this." So how do you take these compliments, and what do you have to say for the myth of age being a cause?
See, as you said, the age is no bar. We have been feeling that if we don't do something every day, then we feel we are aged. So that's why we are continuing to do this work, social activity, and this clean toilet project. It will go on. If people help us in the matter, we continue to do it.
Fantastic. So this is a perfect example of how Haleberu Hosachiguru Kudidare Marasobagu. It is like the old roots are so strong and you're inspiring the young ones, and we have messages from the young students who have been benefiting from your initiatives. Let's see the VT from the young students who have to say.
किसी बच्चे वॉमिट भी कर देता था, पर अभी हम बहुत अच्छे से रहे, हम जाते भी हैं, तो हमारे टॉयलेट को नया फिर से बनाया है, बहुत बहुत उनके शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं.
Before my school toilet is very bad, coming so much of bad smell, leakaging water, and to go the washroom so much of irritating and etc. problems. But now we recreated our school toilet. Thankfully to Padmanabha sir and Venkatasubba Rao sir. Thank you.
Really old people, 85-year-old people are taking this initiative and making really clean toilets for their hygiene and taking care. It's really glad to see that.
Thankful that both them. Now we are happy.
Wow, like they are so motivated, pepped up, they feel so secure, safe to come back to school, study, especially the girl children who feel confident even during their periods without any hassle, without any trouble. They can come and they have access to clean and good sanitation. Sir, hats off to your initiative, hats off to the work you've been doing. But I've heard another story about you, sir. In a village in India, you're called the waterman. Padmanabha, sir.
Yes, this was in Bhadrachalam. The problem was I was in charge of the whole unit as vice president in Bhadrachalam paper boards. And what I used to have is daily people coming and hammering the gates, demanding employment, demanding water, demanding road, demanding everything. And whatever we try to pacify them, it never found a solution. One day I just barged into the panchayat meeting itself, and they were taken aback because this guy, vice president of the place, he is a very big man in that place.
Right.
So they searched for a proper chair to sit down and then said, "Sir, why did you come?" I said, "Stop this nonsense of banging my gate. You are panchayat. You have to do these things to us because we are paying taxes to you." They said, "We don't have the money." I said, "Okay, we understand. But let us do one thing. Let us all get together and decide one item which is very necessary for this community, which we all together complete and get it done. I'll give you 2 months' time. 2 months they fought over it, and finally the women won. They said, "We have to collect water. We need a tap in each street." That one tap the company is giving, we have to run and get water. So let us do water. When the men protested, they said, "If you protest, you will have to go and get water." That settled the issue, and they came out. Then I said, "You have to pay some money." They said no, and finally they paid 5 lakhs. We went to Taluk board, they gave 2 lakhs, the collector gave 1 lakh, the total budget was 12 lakhs, and the company was willing to. I have never seen such celebration. This is my best contribution to my country.
Wow, really
Getting
nice.
water to the doors of these villages.
You would be celebrated like throughout, sir, for them. So can we also say that that was your initial starting point of mobilizing people towards a cause?
I wouldn't say that, but that was the one that gave me a lot of confidence in handling it, because it's a community, there are unions. In fact, after this project was completed and people got water in the streets, union problems sort of disappeared.
Wow.
Because the women won't allow anybody to talk against the company.
Correct.
So that was, yes. Before that, in the colleges, we were all associated with scouting, NCC, and then, there was programs called National Service
Scheme.
what?
Scheme.
National Service Scheme.
Yeah.
We used to go out into villages and do that.
Community projects.
Plus,
Yeah.
I've been as an youngster a theatre buff. So I am one of the first members of the Bangalore Little Theatre.
Okay.
And all these add up to the enthusiasm to be in the community and be in the community, interact with the community. This comes to me as elixir of life.
Subba Rao sir, we heard that toilets is just one of the initiatives you both are doing. There are a lot more. Can you throw a light upon that? What are the other projects you do? What enthuses you and what gives you that energy to keep going?
See, another social activity was I saved Bhairasandra Lake in Jayanagar. This Bhairasandra Lake in Jayanagar is a 14-acre, 11 guntas lake. It is adjoining Nimans and the colony where I am staying. This lake was there in 1978. Lake was there in 1985. Then 1992 the lake became a lake bed because they broke the bund and they let off the water and converted into a lake bed. Then they wanted to shift a slum to that lake bed. Then we resorted to legal measures.
And finally you saved the whole lake?
Finally,
Fantastic.
I had to file 2 civil suits, 6 PALs in the High Court, 1 caveat. And the speciality of the lake is, it was mortgaged and sold in public auction for non-payment of the dues.
Craziness. So, like, not just about toilets saving lakes, we heard you've done a bird sanctuary, sir.
Yeah, that's right.
Padmanabh, sir.
Yeah. But bird sanctuary is a lighter one. The first one we started was, I used to be in Yelahanka, Newtown for about 25 years. When I went there was a lot of robberies and people threatening women in the afternoons and all that. And I and my friend next door spoke about it. We blamed everybody in the world. And finally I said, okay, who is getting the kick? You and me? What are we doing about it? We went around 1,000 houses, called them for a meeting in the park and called the police. We decided right from then, one person from each household will come for night vigilance between 11 and 4 o'clock in the night. And that brought down the crime rate. In fact, we were told that some of these guys in the jail were talking and saying, don't go to Yelahanka, Newtown, there are old guys going around in the night kind of thing. But anyway, it came down, crashing down. That gave a lot of confidence to people to do things. And the lake was one of them. And I must mention here the names of Dr. Sanguni and Dr. Chanakya of Indian Institute of Science, who have done a lot of work for this. Dr. Sanguni is still the backbone of the agitation. 10 years of agitation, the government recognized it as a bird sanctuary of Bangalore, the only bird sanctuary. And today the birds have started coming back.
Okay.
That's the kind of work.
It is so motivating, sir. I would like to ask for your message to youngsters who believe probably social service sometimes is when you're free or is when you're retired. There could be different notions about it. How would you like to call upon the youngsters to take action? And how would you share your experiences that would benefit them to take action?
I would say today youngsters are under much more serious competition as far as the profession is concerned, as far as jobs are concerned. I agree that their time is very precious, but at the same time, they could find some time and in this society, because we are receiving so much from the society. I think we should think in terms of, all right, what can I do? One, if they find something wrong which they can correct, instead of blaming somebody or expecting somebody else to do that, we should decide there and say, okay, I know how to, I will do it. I'll take the help of people, communicate with people, like-minded people, friends, get together. You can do that. So many youngsters are today doing it as far as cleaning or keeping the streets clean, taking away plastics, etc. Similar things can happen. Now my focus is government primary school children's toilet, because these children are too small. Their health is involved and we need to take care. No point blaming the government. Government has to do it.
Right. So, what would your future plans be? What would you like to do? What are the other things you would like to do? In a very quick summary, what would you like to say?
See, I want to see this Bairsandra Lake is developed as one of the beautiful spots of Bangalore South.
Right.
So this, our area corporator assured me he will complete the work by March 2020. So if it is not completed, I will continue my fight. So that is my one dream. I want to see that the lake is made beautiful. And number two, if we get response from my friends and others for this clean toilet work, we are prepared to take up 1 or 2 toilets more and see that clean toilets are provided.
Fantastic, sir. In
Thank
one
you.
sentence, if you would like to summarize what you would like to do together as union, I think it's the same pretty much.
Frankly, together we want to really do what we can when we find that there is a need to do something which there is a social problem.
Fantastic.
That's what I would say. And I would request youngsters to join hands. You just communicate with people, people will come together and do it, just like what has happened in our case.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. It was brilliant talking to both of you. Your energy, enthusiasm is incredible. I'm sure it has touched a lot of youngsters' lives and they will take a step to make a difference. Thank you so much.
Thank you. In fact, thank you very much for the way you have conducted this.
Thank you.